Welcome back to Powerhouse. Join us is Luke Jagan with Jagan Plumbing and Heating. And Luke, you've been responsible for both of those factors here at the Habitat House. Let's first talk about, you've got a tankless water heater.
Yes, we do. What we have here, we have an American tankless water heater with a direct vent system, which brings fresh air from the outside and then exhausts the air and the exhaust air goes back out. It has a 0.95 energy factor rating, and it is a modulating water heater, which means that as the demand increases, it will modulate to increase the amount of heat that you're required for that, say, filling the tub. Where on filling the tub, you'll want more heat because your water's going faster, or taking a shower, it'll modulate down to a lower heating rate to accommodate for the less usage of water.
Let's talk a little bit about cost, Luke. Tankless water heater, a little more expensive, right?
A tankless water heater is a little more expensive. This is a high efficiency unit. It'll run you about $2,000 installed.
And you can get different sizes.
You can get different sizes. It all depends on the amount of bathrooms or the amount of people living. It all depends on what what your energy use is.
And a standard water heater might run us?
Standard water heater, you can look anywhere between $600 and $800.
Okay, so a little bit more expensive, but we can, how long do you talk to your customers about recouping that cost?
Well, I tell them, of course, it all depends on your usage and everything, but on an average, maybe 5 years.
Okay, all right. Now, Luke, you're also responsible for the furnace system, and again, some great energy efficiencies as you put that system in here. Yes. Tell us about that.
Okay, so we have a Lennox ML195 furnace, which is a 95% efficient furnace. It is also a direct vent, brings fresh air from the outside, exhaust back out. We're using an 8 MERV filter on this, which is a pleated filter. And what it is, it's a pleated filter, and the amount of air that passes through it and amount of particulate that it'll pick up. An 8 MERV filter versus a 16 MERV filter, which is a more high efficiency, will pick up more particulate. It all depends on, say you have an allergy or you need more high efficiency, say you have pets, things like that. You want to go to a higher MERV filter, which also in a high efficiency furnace, which has multiple coils in it, it also helps keep it cleaner and running more efficient.
And that's always good. As I look at this, Luke, again, I can tell you've really taken energy efficiency in terms of taping all the joints, everything
Yes.
that you're looking at.
In today's standards, what we try to do is we try to keep the system a little more sealed, a little more tight. That way you're not having a loss. We're making sure that all the BTUs are actually getting used.
Now in this Habitat home, I know also you got an interesting up in the ceiling here, up in the roof.
Yes, this Habitat home is foamed, has foam insulation in it. And what they've done with this home is they've insulated the attic, but when they insulate the attic, they actually insulate the roof. Now that keeps our ductwork inside a conditioned space, which we have less loss.
Because you make these homes so tight, Luke,
Yes.
you've had to add a heat recovery ventilator, right?
Yes. Now this heat recovery ventilator is a 95 CFM heat recovery ventilator. And what they are is we size them to what the home use is. Now in this system, what it does is it brings fresh air in from the outside and exhausts stale air to the outside. This is our heat transfer coil. And what it does is it'll bring the air, it'll exhaust it, bring the air from the home, it'll take it through the coil, which is aluminum fins. It'll take it through the coil and exhaust it outside. While it's doing that, it'll bring fresh air in, it'll pass through the coil and into the house. Now that's where you get your heat recovery, is when the cold air coming from the inside or warm air coming during the summer passes through the conditioned air.
Now, HRVs are more common now as homes become tighter?
HRVs are real common because a lot of times in the newer homes and things, people less likely to open their windows, and they're wanting that fresh air. And also it has a humidity factor to it. Say in the winter, say you have a high humidity in your home, because it's so tight, what it does is, because you have a lesser humidity outside and higher humidity inside, it'll take that exchange, it'll be bringing that drier air in and taking that higher humidity air and exhausting it.
It's great to see. And if you'd like more information about perhaps a tankless water heater for your home, or more about the furnace system that you might be putting in your home, visit our website at powerhousetv.com.